Welcome back, dear viewers. We are starting our session number 8, and my apologies because I was using a new lapel mic, not new but first time, because I had it with me. It was lying with the wires and all, so yesterday I found it. I thought I would be using it now. So the volume was little bit low in the previous video, the session 7. I apologize for that, but it's not bad. You can increase the volume. Only problem you will face is the music in the background becomes louder also, but it's not a bad music. And that reminds me that I have to change the music here. Sorry, give me 1 second please. I'll just change the music and we'll be back. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so the music has been changed and we are back, and we are starting. The last session we had left off Ismail with his compatriot who had visited him to that restaurant just to hold his head on his shoulder and let him cry and get his anger out. Ismail was not a person to be angry. He was a very responsible person, but he had become emotional, not because of himself. He was a very, very faithful person. He believed in nature and in fortune and all, and for if it was only his money, he would not have suffered that much. He would not have worried. But he had borrowed money from his neighbors and his relatives. He just did not know how to answer back to them, how to break this story. Yesterday night he had called them and he was very excited. They were happy with him, and now they were anxiously waiting for the news how the first day of the restaurant was, which he could not tell them that there was no restaurant, there was no staff, and nobody was there. He had been cheated. He had the money, all his money had been taken from him. Not all, he had kept about 20% for the cash flow and real expenses, because he had been told, he had been impressed so much by that owner of that restaurant that the day he opens he will start making money. So he thought he doesn't need any more money for expenses. He will be getting them from the restaurant. Now this was just one thing. Now his story, it's still cloudy. There is no sun shining literally in this story. Smile thinks that's the extent of his failure, the extent of his blunder, and nothing can go wrong further than that. He was in for a shock. While these two people were sitting in that restaurant and just speechless and didn't have any words to say, a gentleman walks in and he says, "Are you Ismail? Who's Ismail?" So the Ismail says, "Yes, I am. What can I do for you? The restaurant is not open." So the other person says, "That's why I am here. This is my restaurant. I am the owner. They call them arbab here. And my rent has not been paid, and I have been coming and coming, and the person who was running this restaurant, he said to come today. And today I see the restaurant is closed. Has he flown away? Has he run away? And what are you doing in this restaurant? If that guy has run away, how did you open it?" So Ismail tells him the story. Then after hearing all this, that other gentleman, the owner of the restaurant, so called, as he said he is the owner, then we don't know, Ismail doesn't know, there is no proof, that question has not come yet. But the owner says that since you have taken over the restaurant, you owe me the rent. While this thing is still going in his mind, he's shocked, getting holding himself from the shock and the spinning, and the world is spinning around Smile. Another gentleman walks in and he says, "I am the supplier of the meat and the groceries, and I was not paid. And the owner used to say to come today. I spoke with him just last night and he said, no, you come today and you will be paid. So where is that gentleman?" So again Smile tells him the story, and he says, Smile also adds that please have pity on me. I have nothing to do with this. I am also stuck. He's taken all my money. So one thing which saved Ismail, the owner had gone quietly because of one reason, and this guy who was supposed to be the supplier also did not persist in his demands, because one thing saved Ismail, that he was supposed to do the takeover handover today in the morning, and then he would have signed on an agreement that he was the owner. He had no paper like that. Yes, he had the keys, but he did not, still on paper the restaurant did not belong to him. So he was not liable. The owner, the supplier could not sue him or could not take him to the police. Anyway, the report was going to be made to the police by the owner. So the owner had, while going out, had cautioned Ismail had taken a copy of Ismail's passport and cautioned him not to be in the restaurant, lock it up again, otherwise the police will come and grab him. The owner wants the restaurant to be shown as closed, and the tenant of the restaurant as absconding, running away from the country. So Ismail hastily, and the other person who is with him, who has become very close friend to him, they lock up the restaurant and they go to another place nearby, from where they could view the entrance of this poor guy's own restaurant. So they are sipping a cup of tea and they see so many people coming and checking the lock and going away. So they understood that they were also owed money by that owner of the restaurant who had run away. This story is continuing. Now Ismail has no money except that 20% of the capital he had brought with him. His hotel bill is due, although it's not that expensive, but from his point of view, from the currency of his country, it was a big amount. He had no earnings, so that had also increased the burden of that hotel bill. It was just spending and no income. And he could not ask his newly made friend to start contributing something or give him charity or anything. Ismail was not that sort of guy. What happens? How will he solve that story? Ismail is not one of them. I have been in this country for around 50 years. I have met people, I have seen them being fleeced, I have seen them being cheated, all because they never took advice, they never thought of taking advice. Being in a new place, even when you are in a jungle, at least take an example of some of the animals who are hiding from the lion and who know when the lion is going to come. You can see the body language of those animals. When the birds start chirping, when the birds stop tweeting, when the monkeys stop still in one place, you can get the signal from their body language that the lion is on its way. These animals can smell the lion far away. So you should learn these signals, you should learn these vibrations from the other human beings. At least take advice, take advice, take advice. How could have Ismail found me? I don't advertise, but in the circles of this catering and hospitality business, many people know me. They know me for a person who had come from his own father's business or hospitality business. Due to personal reasons, he left his country, came here, started all over again. He started serving on tables, he started working in stores, he started cooking in the kitchens just to learn hotel management, and he started studying through Cornell University. The hard way to learn hotel management. I know the ins and outs and the feelings of the people, the staff, the workers, what they think, what makes them really motivated and what makes them depressed, what makes them do the foolish things which they do. They think they are very clever, they are very intelligent, the way they cheat other people. Nobody is ever that intelligent. An intelligent person does not have to cheat anybody. If you have to cheat somebody, you are not intelligent at all. Because of your handicap of being an idiot, you do these things. Try to use people's trust in you. So this chapter I will end here with this sad moment. Ismail is sitting in his hotel room. And another thing, you may be thinking, then what does he do? Is he going to commit suicide? Is he thinking of killing himself? No, Ismail is not that sort of person also. He is brave. But even brave people get their back broken by circumstances. This was not of Ismail's doing. He was from a country and from a village where everybody trusted everybody. Take name of any country, whether it's in the Western Hemisphere, whether it is in Asia, whether it's in Europe and all, wherever there is village life, wherever there are farmers, they always trust each other. Nobody will cheat you because it's a tribal, a communal way of living. So each person knows the other person, and if they will cheat it's like a brotherhood, and they will kick him out of that village, or the whole village will start beating that guy. So here I'll end this chapter. I'll have to check the volume again on this transmission, and I'll be going for the session 9. So please be patient, go around, browse somewhere, but come back in 1 or 2 minutes. Thank you. Bye.